Alright you guys, welcome to my video review of the Springfield XD Mod 2. This gun is featured in the subcompact version with the 3-inch barrel in the 9mm version. So I'm going to be reviewing a couple things I really like about this gun, a few things that I don't care about as well, so you get a fair, unbiased review of the firearm. I have owned this firearm for about 6 or 7 months now, and I've shot maybe 1,000 to 1,500, probably more so, about the 1,500 rounds marked through it already. So I've had my fair share of range time with this thing and shooting it. So after owning it for so long and after shooting a lot of rounds through it, what's my overall impression? Overall, I really like this gun. A couple things I really like about it would be aesthetically, it's pleasing. I like the two-tone color of the gun. I really wanted something with a stainless steel slide. I also like the attention to detail. So it has some cool lettering on the slide. I really like the Mod 2 at the back there. I think it's pretty cool. And the Springfield Armory logo on the top of the slide here is awesome. And the slide itself has some nice cuts into it. You really can't tell on video, but this, oh, maybe you can right there. It's grooved in. So the slide was trimmed here and the excess was left at the ends. So you get a nice grip at the end there in case your fingers slide right here. You can still grip the end, pretty nice. The gun is a great size. I find it great for concealed carry. And from the factory, it comes with a fiber optic, which you can see right there. Okay. Couple features of it. It has a 1911 style grip safety. It has the loaded chamber indicator, which we are working with a clear gun. There is a magazine in the firearm, but if we look at the inside, the barrel is clear of any firearm. So we're going to go ahead and take that back. I'm going to reinsert my magazine because it's just shining like crazy. These magazines are stainless steel, which is another thing I really like. They feel like quality, and they also have, well, maybe not this one. I thought they all had it, but if we look at the concealed carry size, it does also feature the Springfield Armory embedding there as well. The gun is super easy to take down. You flip this switch and you pull the trigger, and the slide falls right off. Very easy to clean. So a couple things I like about it. It comes with 2 magazines. This one is a 13 round concealed carry size magazine. I modified it to put a Pierce grip extension on the bottom. I like having my pinky able to hold onto something. Without the Pierce grip extension, my pinky's kind of hanging off because the factory magazine mount is flush. Okay. So this gives you 13 rounds plus 1 in the chamber. This one bumps you up to 16 rounds plus 1 in the chamber, but it gives you that full-size pistol grip. I like it as a backup magazine, and I do carry that as well. I think I can actually manage with this in the winter time when I'm doing outside the waistband carry, or if I have heavier clothing on, I can probably manage to conceal this pretty well. I'm going to move these magazines out of the way because they are just shining like crazy. Same with the slide. A couple things I don't really care for about this gun. One would be all the safety features. I really don't care about all the safety features. I personally, on like a carry gun, I don't want safety features on it. That's just my personal thing. The grip safety, 1911 grip safety, it works great. So if I pull the trigger right now, it won't pull all the way, and that's because my finger is not, or my grip is not covering that grip safety. That has pluses and minuses to it. So anytime I'm holstering, I holster appendix style. So I put my gun in and it's pointing at my junk. I like to know, if I don't have my hand covering this, that even if something gets in the trigger, it's not gonna shoot or fire. The downside of that is when you're pulling this out of a holster, let's say in a stressful situation, you might not get a full grip on the gun. If you grip the gun like this, while you're still able to get a decent grip on the firearm, you could certainly shoot like this, even with just 2 fingers on the grip, or 3 fingers on the grip. You could certainly still get a shot off like this and hold on to the gun, but guess what? You're not getting a shot off because you can't pull the trigger. Then you're going to have to readjust and press that shot off at your target, which would cost you potentially precious seconds, and you know, obviously we know that could cost you your life. So that's one of the things I don't care for about it. It's a shame they did this, but they put grip zone on this. I kind of feel like that's some kind of like 90s ad, like grip zone. I don't know, I just find it really cheesy. I wish they didn't put that on there. I know that that deters some people from even buying the gun. But the grip zone itself is awesome. It's got some stippling to it. It's actually different textures of stippling depending on the area of the grip. So I'll kind of give you guys a close-up on that so you can see how that looks. Feels really, really good in the hand. Something that's very important for me is when I carry this pistol, I don't want something that feels like sandpaper, because this is either being carried appendix style and it's rubbing against my belly, or it's being carried on my forelock, which it's rubbing against my side. And if this is rubbing on my skin, you know, over time, if it feels too abrasive, it can feel like sandpaper rubbing against my skin. This this cock indicator is okay. I mean, I can care less about it, but some people like it. That's pretty much it for the things I don't care for. One of the big issues that I've noticed is that when you have a magazine in this firearm, so if we load this thing up, and if you want to eject the magazine, you can't do it while you're pointing it at your target. It's just too hard. I'm squeezing full force right now on that magazine release. So you have to kind of turn the gun in your hand like this and get that full force on that magazine release to do that. Is it the biggest thing in the world? No, but if I'm firing off rounds at somebody, I don't want to have to turn my gun away from them. I just want to drop the mag, reload the new mag, get the slide ready, and go. Let me move these magazines out of the way again. So that's pretty much it. Overall, I really like this firearm. It has some great features to it. The fiber optic is awesome. The polished feed ramp is really nice. The loaded chamber indicator, I can take it or leave it. It does work nicely at nighttime, and I can feel that I have a round in the chamber. Go ahead and put that back. And that's pretty much it. It comes apart really easily, super easy to clean. For the price, I think it's a steal. I would not buy any other gun in the price point. I really like this thing. If you're looking at this video and you're thinking about buying one of these, I highly recommend the gun. Shot about 1,500 rounds through it. Hasn't given me any kind of problems yet. So that's the review on the Springfield XD Mod 2. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as quickly as possible.